Hi, I'm Penny.
And I'm Elle, and you're listening to the Enneagram and Popcorn Podcast.
You're listening to episode 7, Hocus Pocus, which you can watch on Disney+.
You're listening to Enneagram and Popcorn. 9 types, 2 pals, bring snacks. Join Penny and Elle as they talk all things Enneagram and entertainment. And of course, what would binge watching be without snacks? And now your host, Penny and Elle.
It should be noted that we are by no means Enneagram experts. We're not here to type you, but we do love talking about it. If you are looking to find your Enneagram type, we recommend working with a licensed professional and reading some of the great books in our resources section in the show notes.
Also, our opinions about these amazing characters are our own, and we want to hear your opinions too. Feel free to join the conversation by shooting us a line at pennyandelle@gmail.com.
Hi!
Hi!
It's Halloween!
I can't even believe it.
I have the soundtrack song from The Nightmare Before Christmas every time I think about
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Halloween. Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. That'll be stuck in my head now for days.
Well, So, fun fact. This was the first time I've ever watched Hocus Pocus from the beginning to the end.
I just thought I knew you better.
I don't even understand. So I was having a conversation with my sister about it because she also just so happened to recently have watched it for the first time, and we couldn't quite figure out why that we had been children in the 90s who never experienced the true joy that is Hocus Pocus.
And did you come up with anything?
Not really. Like, we had some interesting perspectives. I don't really know, other than like it came out in 93. So I was pretty young, but I guess we didn't have cable, so maybe we just didn't catch it on TV when it was showing or something. I don't really know.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely get that. Like, my husband's family, every Christmas, they watch Christmas Vacation, like, religiously, and that is not something that my family watched. So it was the first time I watched it with them, and I was like, what is this? But everybody knows about it, so I think it's just some movies don't get picked up in families.
Yeah, every family definitely has different traditions. But we would watch The Great Pumpkin. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, for sure. Young Frankenstein, the Mel Brooks movie.
We watched Disney Halloween Town, but that's definitely, I think, the later 90s.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Yeah.
Late 90s. Yeah, I like Halloween Town a lot, too.
Yeah, that's good. So we have 6 people to talk about.
This one's fun because, most of the shows and movies we talk about, for the most part, they're pretty developed. They're shows for grown-ups, not for kids. But we could not miss the opportunity to talk about this classic movie that I just watched. And so we had to do it. It's going to be episode. It might be a little bit shorter. All right.
Should we start with the Sanderson sisters?
I think so. But so we're going to, do you want me to say my types first? And
yes.
Your types?
You go first.
So I have Winifred Sanderson, 8 wing 7. Sarah Sanderson, 3 wing 2, or maybe a 7. Mary Sanderson, 9 wing 1. Then I have Max as a 6 wing 7. I have Allison as a 9. Binks as a 1 wing 2 or a 2 wing 1. And then Danny is a little girl, so we don't type her, but she's an awesome character.
Yeah, she definitely adds some humor and funny bits to the show.
She's so sassy. Yes. I definitely have ideas about what numbers she might grow up into or look like, but she's fabulous. Your turn.
So me, Winnie, 8 wing 7. Sarah, 7 wing 6. Mary, 6 wing 7. Max, 9 wing 8. Allison, 5 wing 6. And Banks, 2 wing 1.
I love it.
I know. We have some similar and some different.
So cool. Okay, so we should talk about the sisters. So we both agree about Winifred.
I think it's a done deal. She is an 8 through and through with that likes to have fun wing of 7.
She's really loving her life of sucking the lives of little children. And, you know, I mean, she never wants her life to end because she's enjoying it so much.
There you go.
And the other 2 sisters definitely could not do it without her bossiness. Or at least I think so.
The like main 8 traits that I wrote down was leader, decisive, bossy, assertive, and truthful. And when I wrote truthful, I wrote I put a spell on you. Like, she is straight up putting a spell on those parents in that song. She's like, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing it. And
I'm communicating.
Go. Letting you know.
I'm not lying to you. I put a spell on you.
Literally.
Dance to the end of your days. Go. Yes. I love her. She's so funny. And you appropriately have on your Hocus Pocus shirt today.
Yes. We will be sharing a whole bunch of Hocus Pocus finds. Or no, we already did on Friday.
Yeah. So if you hopped on the Hocus Pocus fashion trend, ooh, you should take a picture and tag us in your social medias.
Oh, yes.
That'll be so fun. I want to see you in your Hocus Pocus gear.
There's so many cute things, too.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Sarah?
Okay, so also, I know we're talking about the types, but the actresses are hilarious and so good. I love Bette Midler, who plays Winnie. I totally forgot how much I loved her because I watched her in other things, and it was fun to see her in this. And then, of course, Sarah Jessica Parker, huge fan of Sex and the City, and I love her work in Once Upon a Mattress. So it's really fun to see the like more theatrical side of her as an actress.
Because she's in Sex and the City, she's so like, not serious. I mean, she's definitely playful, but right. Yes, sophisticated is a very good word. Mm-hmm. But what did you put? 3 wing 2 or 7?
Or 7, yeah. But the 7 occurred to me later. Because I was thinking of her and how she's like, amok, 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 amok. And I'm like, okay. But she cares so much about her looks. So
yeah, that's true.
I went to the ultimate basic level.
But technically, all 3 of them care about their looks.
Yes, but she cares the most.
That's true.
Always floofing and fluffing, and I'm see me. But I love when they're trying to remember the potion and they're like rhyming to figure out like what is that one ingredient, and she knows what it is, but she's just like the flighty sister, so they ignore her.
I didn't even pick up on that.
Yeah, they're like, a kitty cat's nose, or something's throws, and she's like dead man's toes, and they're like, no, that's not what it is, and they keep going. She's like, I'm just gonna dance because I love to dance. She's a 7, isn't she?
I think so. I put spontaneous, upbeat, adventurous, playful, and scattered, and then the 6 wing because she's just so loyal to Winnie and Mary. More Winnie, but both of her sisters, and
she's always flirting with everyone.
Yeah,
it's fun.
And then Mary, I put 6 wing 7. What did you put?
I put 9 wing 1.
Any reasons?
Because she's so go with the flow.
That's true.
Which 6s can be go with the flow too. To like minimize the risk. We had a conversation about 6s and 9s this morning. But like my prime example is I have 2. One, when they're getting on the broomstick and the mop, and she's like, oh, look, a vacuum. Fine. Everything's fine. I'm just going to ride on this vacuum. It's fine. It's fine. And then, they're all stressed out, and she's like, let's get in a calming circle. Like the mediator is the one who would bring so.
Right.
Those are my basic thoughts about 9. Tell me about your 6 wing 7 conclusion.
Well, the only thing I put is that she is so loyal to her sisters. But this, after I've said that twice now, I'm wondering if that's because that's all that she has.
Oh,
But
right.
but then I put the 7 wing because she likes to have fun, like when she's watching the TV at the devil's house and she's like totally into the baby riding around on the TV thing. I don't even know what's happening, but
I totally forgot about that scene.
so maybe we should ask the people. Do you think she's a 9 or do you think she's 6?
So those are the 3 witches. Tell us your thoughts. Feel free to print out the typing tool and use it and post it in your stories or on your Instagram and tag us at Enneagram and Popcorn on Instagram.
Yes. And then this week's snack, which is so like witchy and Halloweeny and like basically everything Halloween candy in the Target aisle is in this popcorn. We have it's like really salty popcorn, and then there's witch fingers, zombie teeth, candy corn pumpkins, peanut butter M&Ms, and then these things that we bought. They're called boogers. It's called their booger candy, but I was like, I don't know if they're going to be good, and I tried them, and they were very good. Like, I would buy the candy again. They're kind of sour.
What do the boogers taste like?
They're kind of sour, but they're good. It's like a sour-ish gummy bear, I guess. But it's super easy to put together. Make the popcorn.
And it's like the potion that they make. It has the fingers look like dead man's toes. It sounds so gross, but I promise if you go check it out on our blog, it looks so beautiful. It's so colorful. If you're having like a small gathering, or if you just, if you want to sit down with your BFF or your partner, your significant other, it's like gonna totally put you in the Halloween mood.
Definitely. When we made it, we almost ate popcorn for dinner. Me and my husband almost ate popcorn because it was like there, and we were like, well, this is really good, and so we're just gonna keep eating it because there's so many different flavors from all the different things, so it's kind of like a whole well-rounded meal, if you ask me.
Oh my gosh, Elle, if we ever do ads on this show, I think we're gonna need to advertise for like toothbrushes and
Probably. None of our popcorn is ever like healthy in the slightest.
It's fine. I love it.
Me too.
Okay. So we also have 3 more fantastic characters. Personally, you know how I feel about animals.
Right.
And if you don't know how I feel about animals, the answer is that I love all of them, and I will probably die trying to pet some creature that I shouldn't have. That's probably what will be on my headstone. She loved animals to death or something. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah.
She'll work on it. She'll work on this thing.
Okay, so Binks.
Yes.
Which is, okay, so Binks is played
NCIS.
Yes.
He's what is his name in NCIS?
I'm totally blanking, and
Me too.
Oh my gosh.
McGee,
thank you. He's like he's a little baby.
I know. Like, I didn't know he could be that little because in NCIS he looks like a baby.
But he's really a baby, this show. It's so funny. Like, I watched this with my husband and my mother-in-law, and she just like flipped out when she saw him. She's obsessed with NCIS. So
that's definitely a show we need to add to the repertoire of arsenal of whatever I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Add to the list.
We should do a show on that show.
Definitely.
I wholeheartedly agree. We may have agreed about what type he was. I wasn't really sure. But we both put 2-wing 1. I also put maybe 1-wing 2. So explain the 2-wing 1 for us.
Yes, I put loving, caring, patient, overly accommodating, gets hit by a bus trying to save these people. but I definitely see the one of like, this is how it's supposed to go, because he knows for 300 years, this is like, he's watched like, this is how it's supposed to be. And I just want to be good so I can get to my family.
Right. And the whole movie starts because he's trying to rescue his sister, too.
Right.
So I wonder, these sorts of interactions are so interesting. This is going to be my Enneagram rant for today. You know, when we have like our main number with a wing versus someone who's for like a 1 wing 2 wing 1, like how are they similar, how are they different? I think a lot of people at first sometimes have trouble figuring out their type because they're like, am I a 4 wing 5 or am I a 5 wing 4? You know, that's when you can come in and look at what is the stance or what triad am I in, right? And so sometimes those numbers are in the same triad, like 4 and 3. Like if you're like, am I a 4 wing 3 or a 3 wing 4? They're both in the heart triad, so that won't help you, but their stances are different. So,
right.
Or in this case, with the 1 wing 2 versus the 2 wing 1, the 1 is in the anger triad and a 2 is in the heart triad. So
yes,
help you kind of feel out the difference.
Which almost makes me convinced that he's a 1 wing 2, because I would say he's pretty dang angry that he is still a cat.
Oh, look at you. I'm so getting that. You're a wise lady. Yeah. My favorite little resource, like I literally, this page is going to fall out of this book when I'm talking about gut, head, and heart, is, like I said, this page is going to fall out of it. It's in the Road Back to You's study guide. So it's not in the big book, but it's in the study guide, which is by Ian Morgan Crone and Suzanne Stabile. And it's in the first chapter. It's page 10. They have this chart that outlines like when you encounter life, this is what you do. You're this triad. And then these are the numbers and their names. And I reference this page so much. So it's really helpful.
Yeah.
Lots of other good stuff in the study guide if you've already read the whole book.
We'll put that in the show notes, the study guide part of it as well.
Good idea. And we also wrote a blog post about it too. So
yeah.
Okay, so that's Binks.
Max?
Sure. What'd you put?
I put 9 wing 8, and then over on the side I put 4 ? But so the reason I'm picking up on 4 stuff is that he's like, oh, we've moved to this horrible place and it's the middle of crap town and this is horrible, and how could life get any worse?
Oh yeah, I don't buy into this Halloween stuff. Like, oh,
right, I'm too cool for that.
That's so true. Well, I would say he's definitely in the compliant stance. Like when the bullies are bullying him, he doesn't really stand up for himself or anything.
That's
or
true.
Withdrawn, and 4 is withdrawn. 9 is compliant. Yeah, I put him as a 6 wing 7. Man, I'm seeing the 9 because of what you said about the 4, like the underlying anger.
For 9, I'm attentive, stubborn, and indifferent.
And this like really gives him a sense of mission, kind of, you know?
Right.
Oh, I like that. 9s also descend to 6, which is what I put him as, because he's like the ringleader of the problem. No, he's not. Him and Danny really, like, Danny is so much of the ringleader of it too.
Yeah.
But he's mega problem solving the whole thing. So he could just really be leaning into those 6 skills that he has.
I would be in a low place too if I thought which was going to suck the life out of me. So
that's true.
So I would go to 6 from 9.
Definitely. So that's and 3, 9s grow to 3. 3s are very motivated to get ish done. So
and they care what people think about them, because he's very concerned about that. But there's a lot going on.
He's also like a teenager.
Yeah, and he just moved to a new town. I guess I would feel the same way.
Yeah. All right. I'm liking this 9 theory though.
Yeah, me too.
And he and Allison are so cute together.
Oh, yes.
OMG, young love.
So what did you put?
I put a 9 for her because she is so like, okay, but you put
I put 5 wing 6. Because so the 5 words I put was fair, a thinker, knowledgeable, open-minded, and curious.
And she's the one who reads like the thing and finds out about the salt, and this whole experience really brings her out of her shell.
And she's curious, so she opens the book. She knows all this information about the witches.
Right. And yeah, 5s grow to 8. So.
And she was very protective and assertive in the, what am I saying? Like the final battle, but it's not a battle. It's like the final showdown between the witches and the.
Yes. So I'm seeing that too. You know, you're really persuasive today, Elle.
Well, what can I say?
OMG. Okay, so those are all of our mostly grown-up characters. The only one that's really left is Danny. She is so cute.
I know. It's so funny when you look at their pictures, like we go back and look at to make sure we get the actresses and the actors' names. So we're looking at their now pictures and you're like, whoa, because this movie was 25 years ago.
Long time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So that's Thora Birch, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. And she's a grown-ass woman now. So that's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, she was in American Beauty as well. I love that film. Hashtag I'm an Enneagram 4.
Hashtag I've never seen it.
But hashtag you wouldn't like it.
Hashtag I don't like any new movies. Hashtag I'm a 6.
1999. But she was in The Walking Dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, so she's still
doing things.
Yeah, good for her.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So cool. Awesome. Well, I feel like I am definitely gonna need to make a Target run to go get some witch's fingers / dead man toes and boogers. My husband is gonna freak out when he sees those on the grocery list.
Mine was like, what have you brought home? What is this?
All right. Well, next up on the docket for the podcast,
New Girl.
Oh my gosh. And we're doing Thanksgiving. Or Friendsgiving. We're going to talk about specifically referencing the Friendsgiving Thanksgiving episodes. I'm really, really excited. I mean, as you can imagine, Elle and I watch a lot of television because of this show, which is why we came up with our lists of episodes that we're going to watch before we record. But my husband and I have been really watching New Girl from start to finish the last few months. And I'm not going to lie to you, I still don't really have any clue what number I'm going to say people are. I'm not going to rant too much about it, but I really want to right now. I'll save it for that episode.
Save it for the next.
You definitely, if you're going to listen to this episode with us, you have to go print out our typing tool and use it. Because I think even though it's such a freaking hilarious show, the characters are kind of complicated. Yeah. So, I'm expecting some big debate. So make sure you print out the typing tool that you get on our website from our mailing list.
The specific episodes, I know we're going to watch the Thanksgiving episodes, but we will have like a list so you know which number episode it is in each season for the Thanksgiving episodes. That'll be coming out on Instagram soon.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to debate all of that with you, Elle.
I know.
All right. Well, my friends, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Yeah. Our first holiday.
Yeah. More to come. Also, we have a couple of solo shows coming your way.
Yes. I, Elle, am doing Bones. That will be at the beginning of November. So in a few days. So go to @enneagram.l on Instagram and you will get all the information that'll be there. And then Penny.
Yeah, I'm going to do Grey's Anatomy. which is huge. It's a very long show. I probably will not be talking about all the characters, but our fave, The Lettering Lane, has put out a pretty good episode list of the fall episodes, so I think that's what I'm going to hit up. Same thing, head to my Instagram, which is penny.popcorn, and follow me and to get information on that. And also, as long as you're subscribed to our email list, we'll let you know when those episodes drop.
Yes.
Don't eat too much Halloween candy. Remember to brush your teeth and pack your salt wherever you go. And don't be a witch. You can be a witch.
If you want to. Sometimes I am.
You know what I mean.
Yeah.
All right, folks, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.